Good evening, or rather, the Argonaut has come back to streaming an actual game, hopefully, and not a book. I'm finished with Hyaku Monogatari, the Japanese horror visual novel stuff. It was interesting, but I really wanna play something with more gameplay, and hopefully, this game has some. So, Sovereign Syndicate is some sort of Victorian steampunk RPG with, anthropomorphic animals or furries, as they say. And but I think the RPG elements are still quite light. Like it's supposedly not quite like what's it called? Disco Elysium. Like I guess it's more of an RPG, but still some people have compared it to a point and click adventure game as well, or at least like resembling one. So I don't know much about the game, but it does seem interesting. So let's see what we got here, and all of my streams are functional as well. So let's see, new game, Atticus Daily. Chapter 1, Beggar's Lane. Follow Atticus daily as he explores the seedy underbelly of London's East Docklands in search of his mother, a reason for living, and his next fit. Okay, so does it mean that there's like other characters here? So maybe like each chapter you follow a different character? I'm getting the vibe from it, but I'm not sure. Okay, archetype selection. So Atticus is a prisoner to the voices in his mind, giving into his vices, surrendering to base urges, or being forced to reflect on a life gone wrong. Which voice speaks loudest? So okay, these are the. So animal instinct, blaming his fiery chamber on his Minotaur blood. He embraces intimidation and combat, swearing he has handle on his vices. Okay, this game also has some arcana stuff, like tarot stuff, like Persona 1. Animal instinct. Oh, it says, so animal instinct, the sum of your gut feeling, surges to indulge and efforts to survive. Mayhem brawling and blackout gin binges. Damn, the consequences are that fisticuffs do the jawing. Okay, sounds good. Spryness is in favor of sizing up a situation first. Be wary of rushing in before you know of other people's intentions. Leverage your street smarts for lockpicking, pickpocketing, stealth, and deception. Okay, it's like thief stuff. Okay, it doesn't say what you intimidating. I suppose you can assert yourself without lifting a finger. Well, I think sometimes if you intimidate, you do have to lift a finger. I'm of course the expert in the matter. Anyways, wit relies on facts and cerebral labor to make sense of the world. Step into your intelligence, learn from your past experiences, and informed mind sheds light on London's troubled surfaces. So yeah, no idea what the mage are gonna do. As a magician, he's trained in escape tricks, sleight of hand. He's light-footed and nimble for minutes. Self-discipline. Okay, so there are more attributes than these. So self-discipline is favors restraint over vice. In a world of fiery tempers, cooler heads prevail. Failing away on the troubles and ne'er-do-wells of London may blind you to the peaceful path. Wit. Rationality suits him in a world that is unforgiving. He meets challenges with silver tongue and understands basic machinery. Oh yeah, charlatan. Stealth and deceit are second nature. Okay, so subterfuge, and this is you're well suited to coming up with solutions on your own. So silver tongue and machinery. Okay, this is like I do like the loquacious approach. He sucks at combat, I like both fighting with your fists and your wits. Self-discipline. He grew up in a crowded orphanage using illusionary magic to disguise himself as human. He moderates his urges and keeps a cool head. So discipline with spryness. Illusionist. You train in magic to make others see what isn't there. You know what? I think animal instinct. Let's just go, beat someone. Like, look at the guy. Like, of course he has to be a brawler and beat everybody up. A Klingon in Victorian England with maybe less honor. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. Well, I do agree for the most part. So that's why anonymity is a good thing on the internet and elsewhere. Anyways, dark shame looms over you against the, well, anonymous people do lie often too, like especially if they're shields for some cause, but that's another issue. A dark shame looms over you against the guttering lamplight. Black shadowed form hovers unsteadily like a cutout in a magic lantern. You can't be sure whether it's a real living thing or another grim manifestation from your week-long bender, which at first blush you appear to have survived. Okay, this does remind me of Disco Illusion, or is it the face of death come to claim you? In any case, the spectre seems to be in no hurry to move along. Painful memories prick your gin-addled brain. Now you recall why you're here. You chose this alleyway in London East End to drown the last of your days in drink. Well, if this apparition isn't the angel of death, then even at suicide you have failed. Yeah, the beginning is very similar to Disco Illusion, but I do think it's not gonna be like this. Okay, so because he's coming, wake up, get out of my head, Ostrom. Okay, I guess I can have a look at this stuff later. So get out of my head. Masked stranger, Atticus Daily. Wit. Okay, so this is like a Dyro basic. What's this? Is this like start combat beer? Okay, this is like how tired you are. Nothing but a dark silhouette for a face. Now it's a mask. Self-reflection. His voice is cold and mechanical, like the hinge of a heavy iron door, concealing his identity. No doubt. Okay, this is like clearly inspired by Disco Illusion. Like there's no getting around that. But of course, it might be very different in other respects. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily. It was a decent game, despite its more political slant that I don't agree with, but it was a decent game. Anyway, self-discipline, try to speak. Okay, 7 required to succeed, so okay, so it says 50 likely skill check, so 56%, so it's basically 50-50 whether you succeed, and I guess if my self-discipline was under 7, I would fail automatically. I think that's how it works. So success, 10 self-discipline, phlegm. So his voice is cold and mechanical, like the hinge of a heavy iron door, concealing his identity, no doubt. So +1 phlegm, what does that do? Self-discipline, so yeah, this is 10 of 100 of cups versus 17. So wait, is it like they roll basically a D100 because it says 100 and you have to roll like the number has to be bigger than your skill or something? No, it doesn't make sense if it's that. I don't understand how it works, but maybe we will find out. So who are you? Instead of a response, he proffers me a tin stippled flask to offer. So it's like, I guess it's Victorian lingo. Something. Self-reflection, a small kindness, take it eagerly. Yeah, we are animalistic, take it eagerly. I'd been hoping for a hair of the dog, an alcoholic drink meant to cure a hangover, but alas, it's the only caloric bite of London tap water. It's only the caloric bite of London tap water. So it's okay, it's water. And +10 hope. Self-discipline better than a parched mouth, and at least a bit restorative. Starting to flash, the stranger leans back into the dim light of the gas lamps. I can finally see his features in full. Self-reflection, he wears a brass-buttoned traveling waistcoat, complete with a scarlet hood and a mask of ornate gold panels. It glitters in the gaslight, delicately crafted. Finery like I've never seen. Clothing, especially when well made. Yes, that's. Is that like some exotic term? So masked stranger says, "On your feet now, you sorry sight." Is it like a guard and we have to kick his ass or convince him not to kick our ass? So self-discipline, this is from the head rush, it's hard to keep my balance. Who are you? What do you want with me? A friend in need of your services. A friend, but a man of his station so deep in the Docklands spells trouble. One's social rank or position. Yes. I don't know. This is weird that, is this like some obscure term? Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I need a moment to get my bearings. Fair enough, but I'll be watching. Spryness, the stranger pulls back his waistcoat, showing off a gilded flintlock pistol. Handheld firearm with a flint striking ignition mechanism. Is that something obscure? Okay, pick up your canes. Okay, here. So, over the years, many minch bag have come to collect. Despicable person. This barmy naff is no different. Okay, this is like I can forgive. Like you, don't expect everybody to know what barm is. It's very British. Unstable or mentally unwell, and naff I don't even know, but of course I can guess by context. A contemptible person or anyone lacking in taste or style. So this barmy naff is no different. So task started masked stranger. Oi, governor. So standing, there's so many outstanding debts and foregone second chances. Is it all catching up to me? So no matter, let it be tonight then, or he can try like all the others, but none have yet succeeded. I don't know. Let's try. No matter, let it be tonight then. So temperament is a representation of your character's mental state, progressing from desperate, weary, content optimistic to hopeful. The choices can change your character's temperaments. Certain dialogue choices are only available based on your temperament score. So we lost some hope for this. Okay. Old crone. Come now, surely things aren't so dire. So okay, task started. Old crone. Self-discipline. It's up to me, seeing every impulse to an outcome, snuffing out the pleasures of life should I so decide. Where can I see my stats? So my wit is higher than my self-discipline. Okay. Spryness is 15. So yeah, the base is 10 and then I got bonuses. So yeah, my self-discipline is a crappy one. Okay. Wait, there was some text, but I thought it was okay. Animal instinct. Influencing animal instinct is the sum of your gut feelings, urges to indulge and effort. See, I'm already playing my character. I just clicked away the tutorial box without thinking because it was in the way. So, anyways, animal instinct, the sum of your gut feelings, urge to indulge, effort to survive, mayhem brawling, blah blah blah. So, what's this? Influencing humor, yellow bile. Yellow bile sends individuals towards a choleric outlook. It drives the embrace of audacious, impulsive, and instructive behavior, as well as base anger and restlessness. So humor on the next level is okay, 0 out of 10. And minor charge suit, swords. The sword suit is associated with primal energy, intuition, ambition, expansion, as well as courage and ferocity. Alright. So wit, I guess, is better. Can't hardly focus on pleasure in such a state. There are far too many voices in my head. Oh, one black bar. Okay, so this is the humors. Like this is like a medieval. In case you don't know, like I don't know how it actually works and stuff. But these humors are like the, 4 bodily liquids that somehow affect your personality and temperament and stuff, like a medieval concept. And also, like I think the Steiner schools, they use similar concepts till nowadays. Like there's some specialized weird schools. Anyways. So I do like this. This seems very British so far, like very atmospheric, I would say, so far. So can't hardly focus on pleasure, blah blah blah. You might escape that stranger behind that padlocked door. The voices, on the other hand, are another matter entirely. Yeah, let's see how the saving works. New save. Start. Yeah, there are some like areas of interest. Explore the world around you to discover helpful items on your journey. East London hides many secrets. Press and hold highlight hotspots. Tab by default to highlight areas of interest. Okay. Oh yeah, cane of course. Cane sword, an evening cane concealing a steel blade in a cherry wood sheath. Below the brass figurehead is a band of crushed velvet. Velvet in an uneven, wrinkled yet lustrous surface, produced by either pressing the fabric in different directions or by mechanically twisting it while wet. Okay, so what's the significance? Battle scarred with a well-worn handle. And suitable in aristocratic circles. Yeah, of course, take the cane. So, I should really keep better track of my belongings, even on a gin bender. Gin bender. Newspaper. Illustrated London News, this week's edition. A fleet-footed journalist takes to the East End, underground and undercover. The hard-boiled scoop on the courtesan killer. Who's really behind the murders, and what is Scotland Yard still hiding from the public? Read on for the gory details. This story will boil your blood. Indeed. Okay, so yeah, I know. The Scotland Yard is headquarters building of the Metropolitan Police, responsible for London's boroughs. So okay, ponder the news. Your inner voices are at odds. When you choose one voice over another, this changes the balance of your humor. So over time, these voices become stronger. Hazards of the job, I suppose. But it's a shame no one deserves to die like that. So, animal instinct, maybe not, but they knew the risks. East End is an unforgiving place. Self-discipline, that's true. I've kept the company before. It could have been an acquaintance of mine. Well, that's my main stat, so I don't get yellow bar, so now it's conflicting again. Maybe not, but they knew the risks. Unforgiving place. I'm not sure they have much of a choice in their vocation. Well, that's true, indeed. Okay, let's use wit. What choice do I have in the matter? Black bile, yes. I guess black bile is like rational approach, like investigative approach and stuff. So I guess I shouldn't try that with this character. Maybe I should go for yellow bile then. Dolly is being hunted. It is rather curious. So short for Dolly mobs, prostitutes. Sure, let's investigate. I'm no police special, but I'll see what I can find. Detective or special investigator. Right. Yes. Oh, that's liquor bottles. Genever Rotgut, so Dutch spirit distilled from malt wine and flavored with juniper, and Rotgut poor quality and potentially toxic. Is this like Jägermeister or something? Because it has juniper. I think Jägermeister has that. Of course, it's not Dutch. I think it's German, but whatever. Anyways, this stuff and dry gin bottles are strewn about broken and empty, so I guess they're mine. Wager those are remnants of day drowned in sorrow. Feels like ages ago. Okay, so I don't have enough of these, so I can do it. So animal instinct looks to me like a day well spent. Yeah, okay, let's just get some yellow. That's the deal of liquor, so large amount, but the Minotaur takes double to ride the same carriage. Speaking of which, let's see if there's more. So, likely skill, so it's 50-50. Okay, fine. Look through the bottles. Minor Tarot. To make a skill check, you will draw a card from the 4 minor arcana decks. Each deck contains cards numbered from 1, the ace to 14, the king, They also contain the world, which will always succeed in a skill check, and the fool, which always fail, and then reshuffle your deck. Okay, so Ace of Cups is when, or the Cups, when calmness and self-discipline are tested. Wands when performing mental feats or employing wit, so this is the one we are using now, I guess. Swords, testing physical force, intimidation, and instinct. And coins for situations of sprightness, joy, and energy. So success. Now we got more black bile. Humors are competing, but hey, I wanna, do stuff. So cordial old Tom added to inventory test started gene collector. Aha, saving the best for last. Bottle of old Tom. Okay, so we got a bottle of booze. I got a gear. Well, no, gin or something. Okay, padlock door. Let's see. It's probably. Well, maybe we can try to bash through, but maybe that's not the best idea right now. Heavy door that's blocking my escape from the stranger. There's an oxidized chain and a padlock or the hasp. Hinged metal plate that fastens the door, fitted with a metal loop for a padlock. Should be a soft job so long as this lock isn't rusted through. Right, 0 require. Okay, so I'm almost. Like we'll succeed almost like automatically, but let's come back to this later. Let's see, there's some stuff up here. Wait, how do I run? Slatted wooden basket made from hazel cuttings, window branches that weave around the bottom for support. Might belong to someone in the tenements. Buildings divided into individual flats, usually in a poorer part of the city. I can smell the rotting fish from here. Several days past its prime. Let's lean in. Let's have a look. White strips of flesh swimming in a pool of decomposition. Kippered herring. Small oily fish that is salted or pickled and cold smoked over smoldering wood chips. Unlikely. Then maybe not. Let's see. Does the always run? I guess I should just apply it. Yeah, running is good. Palladium. See the gears and cogs first. Mechanical odds and ends shimmering in the gaslight. Worth a little tin if you deal them to an engine man. Okay, let's gather them. Might prove useful. Okay, so what's this palladium? Last night's hard to recall. Body aches suggest they threw me out around closing time. Okay, so that's where we were. Containment fence. Okay, don't whiz on the electric fence. Military grade reinforced with barbed wire. Sign reads Werewolf containment zone in luminescent paint. Electric bolts arc between the fence posts and smoky ozones and flooding your nostrils. Where to look around might be another way through. Unlikely. Weary of worse. Bucket is ruddy fence. It's just a pile of kindling and wire. I'll take a running start and change as charge straight through it. I'm amazed they used the word bugger because it's actually very LGBTQ phobic. Okay, yeah, let's just run through. Huh? Okay, Penny Piper lies in a rain puddle, sudden and scarcely legible, save for those lines. Minotaur body found no known relatives, service held by Sacred Heart Arms, etc. Okay, so you can just die like this. Like, normally, of course, I wouldn't do something like that, but I was sort of expecting, like, since the game is offering the option that, okay, maybe we can do it, at least, I guess it autosaved before my eventual death, so that's nice. Missing post. Julian Bertram O'Brien, orphans missing from Sacred Heart Orphanage. Small reward furnished upon any information leading to the safe return. Their safe return. Please have a heart for our poor children. Sisters of the Sacred Heart, 22 Cherry Wine Lane, East End, London. Alms accepted. I remember this place. And what's it got to do with me now? When a tragedy strikes, the ripples are far-reaching. Brother and sister gone missing from where I was brought up. Okay, destroy spryness. It's the first time. Is it also connected? We got +1 blood. There are unsettled spirits in the Docklands, and I suspect I play a part in their pageantry. Hopefully not as some marionette with strings to pull for their amusement. So puppet control from above using wires or strings. Like, do they really expect people not to know what is a marionette? Like, what's their target audience here? Like, there are some terms that I do find obscure as well, but like, come on, marionette? That's not something outlandish. Okay, I won't be manipulated, so yeah, search for the missing orphans. Something's not right here. For orphans in the Docklands need all the help they can get. I have to help kids. Oh, okay, there's like a million autosaves. Kids poster. You know, there's lots of autosaves, but I don't know. Still feel more comfortable doing my own saves every now and then. Vagrant hearts. Self-reflection. 3 ruthless souls taking their ease in the heat of a steam vent. One of the few free comforts to be had in old London town. This one is Poe Pickett. Drifts around the city so much it's hard not to know him. Might not remember me though. Borderdam. Dash, that landlord, bloody meter, refuses to fix the heat in my abode. The mutton shunters cast me out on the bricks like flicking an ant off a sleeve. Okay, a coward is a meter. Yeah, I didn't know that one. Mutton shunters. Okay, police officers. That should be brought back. I don't know if some people in the UK still use it, but it's sort of funny. I guess it means like sheep fuckers in modern English. Probably. The unfortunate companions huddle for warmth, their tattered garments splashed with ale stains. These men are dusty, perpetually so. Not that I miss the old quarters, no. With the endless boiler double troubles, it was not much warmer in there than out here. And I was very, very drunk. He looks at me askance Vager, his move still needs thawing. Oi, Horns! If you're not handling our hot meals, bugger off. Talking takes thinking, and I ain't got a lot of that to spare, in case you didn't notice. He's an honest man. Gears and cogs, okay. And this guy, yeah, his gas lamps. Worth a few bob, English shilling. No, well, I don't know. I didn't know bob is exactly a shilling, but I knew it was money. There's the masked stranger. They were at Cartwright abandoned a wagon here beyond it, tenements and a dead end. So maker or fixer of carts and wagons. Tenements, yeah, we had this word already. He's got me hemmed in. I don't want to talk to the stranger yet. Overgrown station. It's the witching hour, so of course the trains aren't running. No escape from the stranger this way. Of course, like personally, I'm curious to see what the guy says, but like, if we are this, I don't know, rambunctious, um, like Minotaur, drunkard, violent dude, maybe we should just try to escape from the guy. I think that's more suitable. Let's see, let's save just in case. So, animal instinct, let's break the damn thing. Success. That will do, pig. I don't imagine that lock can ever be used again either. I wonder where this passage goes. Away from that stranger is enough for me. Okay, I guess let's just go there. Are we gonna have our first combat here? The passage is lined with stone walls, damp from the evening fog and the underground steam boiler used to heat the sediments above. Barrows line the walls and seem to occupy every available space in this underground storeroom. Cane rats scurry and squeak in the corners, kneading at their nests. The air is stagnant, full of dust and mold. Pungent mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls. I want to cast a spell. I want to cast magic missile. Anyways, that's what I was reminded of. A ways off, there's a sound of a pump house at work, no doubt channeling sewage into the Thames. There's a dim light ahead. Perhaps you can find help or at least a way out of the stranger's grasp. On your guard now. No telling what's down here. Crone says. I've seen the worst of the underground in my days. If trouble comes, I've got my blade and silver tongue. I've seen the worst of the. Oh, okay. No, subterranean tunnels connecting the docklands with all of London. Sleeping thug. A 30-something cove. A man. Okay, I didn't know that one though. Riding on the cobbles. Must have had his fill. If he wasn't guard, easy now to get by him. Or bash his head, it might be safer that way. um, you know what? I'm a violent guy. Alright, let's bash his head in. Okay? Yeah. I'm about to murder a stranger in his sleep. Okay. Perhaps not. I got flamper. So I hope he doesn't wake up and sound the alarm. Coward, one shouldn't be so easily swayed. Ooh, spryness, let's try to pick his pockets. Success. Ooh, we got some coins. So reminds me of how I came up after leaving the orphanage. He won't be needing it, clearly he's burning it all on the bottle. I guess that's true. There's something else here. Wooden coffer. Oi, coffer. Red cedar paneled and cornered with iron, a sturdy but time-worn container. Let's get cracking then. Animal instinct. Like, of course I can break it, but it's probably gonna wake up the guy. But hey, I'm a dumb, animal. Bully, that felt right. I've been too long since I broke something. Yeah, the lock, which is. Well, okay. So and there's only that gin bibber who might have heard the noise, but he's too blotto to pay us any mind. So a drinker of gin and other liquor to the point of excess. Excessively drunk is blotto. And what great treasure is this? Trousers with a bib sewn across and a pulley zipper fastening. The head torch runs on a coil copper battery. Sorry, excuse me. A tightly wound length of copper wire for storing energy. Jars at both ends for distribution. There's boots and breeches, so trousers typically fastened below the knee. So yeah. And the waistcoat has enough pockets to carry a dining set. To be sure, it's a sandhog uniform. A construction worker in the underground tunnels. Try it on. So what if I tear the seams? It's not like someone's missing these piles of frags. Easing into the raiment, an article of clothing. Like, see, I think raiment is a normal word. Like, okay, it's a bit old-fashioned, but it's not like some weird slang. Anyways, I draw up the back zipper until my elbows refuse to bend. Yeah, self-discipline, force it. Oh no, we fail. Blam, just gotta force it. Torso belts break from their loops and shred up the fabric. No way is wearing this now. So, someone Sandhog uniform added to inventory. Dolores might be able to fix it, but that needs a trip to Ren Lantern Lane. Okay, sounds good. Okay, that's even a quest to fix it. It could be a sign to lay off the wheel for a while. Not necessarily, I'm as fit as a fiddle. One must be ready to change. Yeah, thanks Obama. Enough maundering. Let's get on with it. Get on with it! So British, so Monty Python. Talk in a foolish or meaningless way. Manhole cover. Well, let's go get the gears first. Bits and bobs from Clockwork Engine. I could hawk these to an engineer. Sell informally. So might be useful. Oh. Moldy crate. Better crate motoring and sewer grime. Okay, let's smash it open. Yeah, very easy skill check, so we're gonna fail, of course. Yep. How did I know? I'm a fucking genius or like a prophet or something. Well-aimed fist cracks open the gate, but a hobnail gashes my wrist on the way out. It's nothing but a scratch. The real trouble is the rising dust. Don't cough, someone will come and beat the bushes. Search and investigate, so self-discipline. We succeeded. Okay, that's good. Easy now in through the nostrils. Any more looting like this and I'll need a face mask. Okay, wear the mask. Take the Jabba-Doody. If I meet another Minotaur, they might have a spare. Good, a lot of us live in the underground. Enough rumination, let's see what's in the crate. Okay, I can't hardly see what I'm reaching for. Okay, let's second thought, I'd rather come back to it. Let's see if we get like a lantern or something. Rope? Length of braided nose hair. Horsehair. Braided nose hair? Why did I read it like that? Stale and hardly saleable. It's brittle, but with a proper tie will work. Okay, let's try. Let's see the manhole cover then. A disc of wrought iron loosened by a crack. Tough and malleable iron alloy, being semi-fused with fibrous slag. It has slag is a sexist term for a woman. It has a grain resembling wood that is visible when etched or bent. Okay, I've got a tool to open this. Do I? It's a heavy bugger even with a tool. This rope should do it. Really? One second, so the sound of grating metal to draw attention. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. Watch it, there's somebody on the stairs. With a head torch, he could be on patrol, but I don't suppose he takes kindly to trespassers. He's coming double quick, we're gonna hide. Okay, let's try it. My hiding is still decent. He's coming, okay. There's a pool of shadows at the back of this hallway. I'll fight him if I have to. Okay. Oi! You're nicked. What are you doing here? Okay. His face is filthy, mud-streaked and unshaven, and his head torch is near as bright as the daylight down here. He smells worse than the sewer walls. Must be a bilge man. A sewer worker below the status of an engineer. Oi, what's a bovine doing down this way? You better scram before I call the ounce. You're trespassing. Okay, so Doghound's the most powerful criminal gang in the East End. Okay, bovine is of course an animal of the cattle group. Slur from Minotaur. Okay, let's tell the truth. It'll scare him. Ooh, animal instinct has increased to level 19. That's good. I'm running from a bounty hunter. Mortally unpleasant fellow if you catch my meaning. It was a bounty hunter? Okay, I had no idea. A fear of life lost. Common excuse. For my sake, I wish it were otherwise. It would explain your disposition and tattered waistcoat. What's the idea of having such finery only to let it run to rags? String of bad luck is all. Oi, I've been there. Anyway, I'm too busy to riddle with queer folk. Strange or unique? Yeah, this is. I do like taking the word back to the original meaning, even if they are trespassing. Appreciate it, and I promise not to fiddle with the pipes. Okay, that'll be right and fly. Now I'd better get back to work. And he went right through me. But hey, can I borrow your hat, man? Let's see what's this stuff. Okay, these are the quests. This is the inventory. So we don't really have, like, equipping them or anything. I guess they're automatically equipped if they're the kind of items that one can equip. Steamer trunk. Brass band traveling trunk with sturdy corners, fit for a long voyage. It's out of place down here. There's tin inside, I'm sure of it. Money. But padlock has carbon steel shackle, a pin tumbler triply reinforced. Okay, well, it's very easy. Let's try to break it open. Success, kapla! In Klingonese, channeling the sum of my total physical strength. My hammer fist thuds pitifully against the deadbolt. But at least I've asserted myself. Always good to get blood pumping. So +5 hope. Okay. Let's try to pick the lock. Kapla again, success. So with a raspy click, the tumblers find shear line. The point where the pins are properly aligned, allowing the plug to rotate in the cylinder. But as soon as I turn the cylinder, the mechanical assembly containing the keyhole, the entire plug slides out. Part of cylinder lock that turns when a key is inserted. Blast, there's a catch on the inside. There's no way of reaching it. Wait, well, we succeed in both rolls and still fail. That's bullshit. Nothing else for it. This lock is far too reinforced. Okay, maybe we're gonna steal the key or something. Furnace automaton. Speak up, who disrupts the air? I'm a famous magician, but in the underground you mustn't have heard of me. Okay. That's random. I love magic. Whenever I bend the heat to a proper boil, sometimes I fancy myself a fireman, sir. My name is Hera. Possessing a magical ability to conjure and or control fire. Not a surprise. The letters Hera are blazoned in his chest plate. Okay, ask about the acronym. What does Hera stand for? Heat Energy Regulation Automaton, latest iteration. Keeping the fire stoked. I see, do you enjoy it? I delight in my work, I was made for it, and this boiler provides heat for the Sherlock tenements upstairs. The sweated laborers, resting toasty from my efforts, is a fuzzy, warm, static feeling. So Sherlock Holmes tenements are a low-cost housing option in the Docklands. Okay, ask about the barrels. These barrels along the walls, what are they filled with? Oh, they're full of gin. The hounds are distilling it with the heat from my boiler, and somehow the Sherlock tenements upstairs haven't caught on. So the hounds were some criminal gang. Those people must be freezing. It's only autumn now, but it feels like midwinter. I'd rather have the extra gin brings down the price, and we can always deal with a little cold. A lot of my ilk came up from those tenements, so I couldn't face the Docklands alone. It's hard enough keeping my own head above water. So Doghound was the criminal gang. Alright, they won't be swayed. Bootlegging is a regular tin press, so illegal manufacture, distribution, or sale of goods, in this case alcohol, and tin press is of course money. Okay, lucrative enterprise. Press for information. What else do you know about the gin barrels? The steam gets siphoned and the barrels come and go. Some are fresh and some have stood for several months, ready for a swiller. Excessive bout of drinking. Okay. The machine is keeping track, automatic circuits indeed. When the flame is healthy, I turn my attention to the walls, and before I know it, I'm wearing away. It's a queer feeling. If the hounds are stealing steam, then it's good reason to steal some of their bootleg for myself. I'm not fit with a virtuous circuit, but sorry, excuse me. But if you're convinced yourself, you're clear of any moral infidelity. Where would I find a barrel that's aged a few months? Behind the furnace, there's something of a staging area. That's where the barrels are get carried out. Have a look for yourself, but I must get back to work. Where is it? The trunk? Embers, or the furnace, embers burning fiercely as if by the jewel bright core of every flame on earth. Hot coals banked with an unsurpassed dexterity, errors all but eliminated. Nothing to do here but stare at the flames. Okay, let's keep staring, maybe we get something out of it. Tiger bright flames. Ooh, tiger burning bright in the forest of the night. Something. William Blake. Maybe it was like a common expression. Maybe it was because of William Blake's poem that he called tiger bright, but that's what I thought of when I saw the term. Anyways, so the bright flames in the brass-bellied furnace, dying and living and dying and being reborn. They keep staring. A small fire, yet a microcosm of ever-burning, ever-changing oblivion. Sweltering temperature in the heart of the fire, a deadly dance that's hard to look away from. The heat billows out and my face is sweating now, eyes half little bit glazed. Okay, enough. Maybe we would gain, enlightenment or something, but it's not. So I have no way to crack it open. Oh, there's the moonshine. Barrel like any other standing upright. Looks like ready for shipping out. This will take the edge off. But my hands are shaking. I'm tapping this barrel. The gin hits my belly and the taste is delicious. Now that's what I call bootleg. Yeah, bootleg is liquor unlawfully made, of course, or DVDs or CDs out unlawfully made, but I doubt they have them in this game. So I got some hope. That's enough. Some moderation still. And no color. Exploring. Let's see. But if you look inside, I guess the guy we didn't attack. He had a light, so if we had the light, can't really see what I'm reaching for, but here goes. Can't you move the crate? It's a pry bar. This will do for the manhole. Okay. Manhole cover. A hole with a round cover for entrance to a sewer, drain, or steam boilers. I guess it's like somebody manhole. Is this like some gay reference? Alright. I've got a tool to open this. Pry bar. Very easy. Okay, let's open it. Bully, that steel bar was ticket. Just needed a little leverage. There's a latch compartment below the manhole cover, but it's padlocked too tightly to break. A hole with round cover. Of course, I know what the manhole is. It's just looking at like automatic. There's a capital lock. I need a key. Keep looking. There has to be something here. My fumbling hands come up empty. How about I reach back in the corners? Maybe there's like a spider that's gonna bite me. Or a cat. The cat. Rat. Cane rat. Because I'm cat. Stone crow's bloody cane rat beat me. Must have a nest. Ooh. Let's try. No chance that rat's getting best of me. God damn it. Phlegm. Stealing myself, I reached inside again. Another bite and a deep one. Chain rat squadron. Okay, let's save scum. If the game allows it, I'm doing it. What's this one? Exploring. Like, why wouldn't I do it? Alright. Let's go back. Try again. Let's try bar. Kapla. Alright, let's keep looking. Okay, let's try again. Kapla. Okay, we did it this time. See? Saves coming works. Got some phlegm. No chance that rat's getting the best of me. Stealing myself, I reach inside again. Bully, it's £1 banknote. So expression of approval. Okay. So £1. I guess £1 back in those days was quite a lot of money. At last, a bit of fortune. It's torn, but it'll do. Okay, so there's nothing else there. Found to be treasure under the latch, but I have to find a key. Okay, let's see. Wait. Could there be something else in the box? Okay, nothing else here but a pile of crates. Okay, nothing but an old coffer. Yeah, took everything from him. Let's see if we can find the key in the barrel or something. No, I don't want to drink anymore though. Steamer trunk. Ah, with pry bar. Okay. That's... yeah, of course. Alright. Save again. You know, if I get really unlucky, I'm gonna be pissed. Chest bar. This is chest and pry bar. Success. Jeremiah Gin added to inventory, task updated. Gin collector. So what's this? A bottle of gin? I've yet to try. The fates have been kind for once. Especially kind for they provided me lots of capital. Ooh, £2. 2 brickbucks. And a few cigarettes to round out the package. It's not every day you get this stuff for free. Okay, so 4 cigarettes. 4... if I say the word, in proper English, I might get flagged for naughty speech, so I cannot say what they are. Cigarettes, I mean. Anything else? Right. Okay. I guess we just should go. I don't know how to open the manhole. Edging through the grate, you are greeted with a droning sound of rushing water and a smell that's near unbearable, hanging in the air so thick that you can almost taste it. Hooves are clumsy in the dark as you stumble along the passageway, the sound of water flow and machinery echoing of the bricks from all directions, a meshing of gears that's familiar but unsettling. Following to light, you come into a torchlit chamber, but it seems you are not alone. Notes of troubled voices peak over the noise, an air of indignance and irritation, but also of fear and desperation. Something's not right here. You stumbled on an argument, no doubt, but worse than that is a deep foreboding. Something else shares these sewers, a deeper evil crawling through the bowels of London. Wait, does this take place in modern day London after all? Let's do a save just in case. Evil bowel. That's a very good term, right? Save file name. Blocked passage. There's a guy there. A wealth of bricks and rotting planks blocking the way through. No sense darling my cane and sword for this. Never get through this way. I'll run into more daunting obstacles. Just have to give this a wide berth. I never get through. I lost hope. Okay, let's see what if I say the other thing. So I have to be really careful what you say if that's the case. Although I don't know what difference does hope make. Maybe hope is a bad thing. Prevents you from being level-headed and stuff. So I'm running into more daunting obstacles. Just have to give this a wide berth. Yeah, okay, this gives me hope. Flask and something. Can I go here? No. It's not from here. Okay. Alrighty. Huh? Wait. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh. Patrolman up ahead. Don't flex a muscle. Who's that creeping in the shadow light? State your business. Cyclops with a pike spade. Standard issues for sure work. This area's off limits, layman. Besides, you're not dressed for it. Someone without specialized knowledge of the subject at hand. He's full of piss and vinegar, but also full of poppycock. So rubbish, nonsense. Yes, that's. I don't know. Maybe if you were born in this millennium, you don't know what is poppycock. But anyways, I'll wager his authority is a claim and nothing more. Already have the stranger to worry about. Am I up to challenging this lanky bug as well? Okay, assert yourself. Yes, I'm very assertive. None of your concern. Now clear out before I bash you in your goggle. The goggles, they do nothing. Look here, chucklehead. Stupid person. I can respect a head full of steam as much as the next code, so that was just a man. But I'm in the pump house captain. I'm the pump house captain. As much as I'd like to flay a trespassing miniature, then have the wife fry you up as a strip steak for dinner, I truly have better things to do. Even so, he surely has time for a few inquiries. Ask for a way out. Surely there's a way out, or perhaps toward the pump house. Off limits. Besides, she's locked down for maintenance. If I were you, I'd head up street side before the morning doves. Okay, ask about the argument. Understood, Captain. How about the scuffle down below? Well, the tall fellow holds weight with the hounds. I shouldn't like to interfere. Right then, Captain. I'll just be on my way. The pump house captain breathes a sigh of relief, eager to get back to his patrol. Okay. I guess if I didn't have such a combative character, well, I guess I could lie to him or something. So dingy spot in which to find such bits and bobs. I doubt anyone's coming back for them. I could hand those to an engine man. Yeah, take them. Ah, those are the guys. Let's save before we go talk to them. Sewer discussion. Right. Yeah, I think that's the only way we can really go. Argument. They're still arguing, but move any further and they'll notice me. There's a door just beyond where they're standing. That'll be one way to escape this ruddy mess. If I turn back, I may find a place to eavesdrop. I should check the ledge that's cropping out above them. Okay, let's look around first, while I have the chance. Wooden barrel. Barrel perches on the ledge while the argument rages. You can hide up here and watch the dispute. Okay, eavesdrop. Let's have a listen. You'll pad me pockets until I say die. It's a skinny bloke. He's hounding this poor girl for capital. Only a ladsman would stoop so low, and if so, she must be a cut purse. So ladsman, a criminal teaching children how to steal in exchange for a cut of profits and other assistance such as safe lodging. A cut purse is of course a pickpocket. I'm sick of stealing and I'm sore of begging all the more. It's shameless. Tired, fed up. Yes, I know that one. Doesn't seem like a fair fight, and she might come to harm if I don't step in. Okay, sure, intervene quickly. Let's be a white knight, whatever. Simp. Oh no, I'm not supposed to say that word. No, I'm banned probably from all of internet. Better think fast. What can I do from here? Knock down that teetering barrel at the ledge. Might give the child a chance to run off. Okay, fine idea. It's ludicrous, but I like it. Okay, Kapla. Fine idea. Yeah. I said that. Heavy lager too must be full of moonshine, illicit liquor, so called because it was often smuggled under the cover of darkness. Okay, there's actually some cartoon stuff. I wasn't even looking. I was just looking at the text. Anyways, catching him dead in the chest, he's off his feet. The cut purse watches the old badger wash away. What a shot! Come along down here so I can say thanks. She's of course gonna rob us. Alright, be down in a moment. Okay, we got some hope. And then she's gonna rob us, and then we're gonna lose some hope, right? Never help the damsel in distress. Oh. Alright, let's go talk to the cut purse. Did I? With a barrel eye? You've got no idea what a burden he was. An expert marksman. One less double-dealing scoundrel. Glad to be rid of him. Thanks for the assistance. My name's Annika Johansson. Pleased to be acquainted. I'm Atticus Daly. That lout did show us how to make a living, but there was never any future for us. So I'm thinking of joining a circus that travels around Europe. The lout is a rude, stupid, or awkward man. No. What about London? There's nothing here for me now. What's your talent then? Can I recruit you as a party member? Throwing knives? Where the wheel is spun and living target is skillfully avoided. I practiced with Bertram till he disappeared. Now I don't know whether to look for him or leave the city. Wait, was Bertram one of the kids who disappeared? I guess I loved the circus when I was young and snuck in through the back fence where the animals were kept. I'm not sure if I love it, but it seems to be a way out. A sadness in her voice like a heavy rain at sea, damp and in the bones. What is it you still need my help with? It's about Bertram. If he's alive, I'd like to say goodbye before I leave with the circus. Bertram, a close friend? My best in the city if he's alive. I'd like to say goodbye before I leave with the circus. If you don't get to the bottom of it, you might regret it forever. Advice I should have taken myself, okay? Alright, there was a woman once, what? I refuse to dwell on the past, does nothing but dreads of heartbreak. Yeah, sure. Let's get some yellow vial. Sir, you were drifting off there. Only a momentary lapse, I assure you. Is there any chance you'd help me find Parti? He went missing along with his sister Julie. Bloody hell, why not? So, yeah, helping with the quest. Oh, thank you, Mr. Daly. It isn't much, but take these cogs for your troubles. I'll see what I can find for myself, and then I'll meet with you and we can share information like police specials. So, detectives or special investigators. Bully, I'd make a fine detective. Bertram and I were living down here, but now the water's too high to get to our hidey hole. With so many of us going missing, I'd better move on anyway. What about the hidey hole? We had a little safe house behind the retaining wall, but now, with the pump house being serviced, the water's too high to get there. I wish I could help, but I'm not much good with engineering. No worries, thanks anyway, but you're still welcome to anything we left in here. How can I find you should we need to meet again? Give her your card to keep in touch. Take my visiting card. A calling card with personal information such as name, address, passed to hand to hand for social purposes. So this is like your old school version of a phone number. In case you need to get in touch with me. I'm not often home, but you can leave a message with Angelina in the shop below my quarters. Of course, Mr. Daly. Together I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this. She's too nice and, not trying to take advantage of my goodwill. Somebody hit a bottle back here. Looks like Nostrum. Mare Nostrum. A purportedly effective medicine available without prescription. Smells rather dangerous, at least to the inexperienced. Might be useful. Flask of laudanum added to the inventory. Okay. Laudanum. Don't really know what is laudanum, but it's some old school medicine kind of stuff. Locked door. Monstrous door of a high carbon steel. No way through without a key or a high explosive. Bell end, if only it was open. So, okay. Yellow bile. Bell end means dick. Expletive signifying contempt. If only it was open, but I think it also means dickery-do. Must lead to an murkier chamber. Dreary and dangerous, just my cup of tea. Okay, sure. Oh no, we lost some hope. In any case, it's a dead end, and the masked fellow is waiting upstairs. If he could extract me from 20 League gin sleep, then he must have already had my number. So, to be capable of defeating somebody by knowing or understanding them well. Old crone. No, escape from the stranger this way. You only the key for the door. Alright. Then should we go up to Beggar Lane? Beggar Lane is in my arse and in my vein. Dun, dun. There was no escaping the sewers, only more danger if you've narrowly dodged, but it's nothing so ghastly as what might have become of you at the hands of the stranger. You hardly ever see a handheld firearm in the Docklands. That means he's come from afar to track you down, and he won't give up easily. And what of this old crone mumbling in your mind? Will another chin slumber put a seal on her words, or is she now more than a figment? Is she in step with your pulse and your heartbeat, so deeply rooted you might never escape her raspy chattering? By the break of morning you should have some answers, but until then you stumble on the cobbles half woken, the hangover clawing your skull like a prisoner in bondage. Uh, that sounds like an interesting movie or something. Prisoners in Bondage. Ah, okay, we are back here. Alright. Wait, Poe Pickett wanted something from me, right? Some booze, I think. Look it, a Minotaur whose eyes are just as bad as his ears. More like I said first time, unless you get a morsel for old Poe, just bugger off. Ah, okay, so he wanted to eat something, not drink, I guess. What do I... High bar, laudanum cigarettes. So I get more black bile if I smoke. So yeah, black bile is basically the investigation stat. You're a detective. You're a dick. I can even drink this to get some hope and stuff. Hope and change. Alright. So anything else? There's the bucket with the fish. Let's see what other stuff there is to do in the werewolf containment zone. It's unlikely skill check, where it's 50-50 basic. Yeah. Alright, let's go see what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, okay. We will have to resort to save scumming. Scum check. Fail. And okay, let's just immediately try again. Like, that's why I think game deck is like, at least mechanics wise, it's a better game, since you can't save scum like this. And of course I will save scum if I have the opportunity. See, second try. So natural rose tint of the fish has gone lily white, shimmering with pearlescent green of decay. So self-discipline, let's dig through it again. Okay. So I have to pass 2 of the checks. I think I will get food or something if I pass the check. So I guess I'm not gonna like try it for an hour or anything, but maybe a few times if I pass two of the checks. This is old school gaming, right? Yeah, I guess I cannot save while in the menu stuff. Success. Okay, but what if I leave and save again? Seconds. Oh, what am I pressing here? Second smell. So dig through it. Fail. Let's try again. Come on, man. Just gimme, gimme, gimme. If I can do it like this, that, or maybe that's like I have to succeed in 3 checks or 4 or 5 or something. It's like forever. Or like, you know, you succeed in like 7 checks in a row, and then Cthulhu awakens and eats your nostrils. But hey, I'm, you know, presumably I'm halfway through, so I can't give up now either. You know, I'm, well, oh, success. Yeah, I'm not pig-headed, but I'm bull-headed, so it's same. So in for a penny, in for a pound. The dead fish slices blend into one another, souping until I'm knuckle deep in a homogeneous rotten stew. Delightful. A couple of coins and some spoiled herring. Okay. I should probably bathe at the earliest opportunity. Okay. Now let's try to give it to the guy. Poe Pickett. Offer some herring to Poe. Will this do? What the devil is this? You trying to send me 6 feet under? Wager you're nothing but a jester. Okay. Damn it, I should have saved. Well, let's see if I auto-save. Does it mean I saved before or after I did that stuff? No, that's dumb that I can't like back out from, like, if I talk to him again. Like, I should still have the option that nope, not gonna do it. Don't know if the herring is gonna be good for anything, but let's see. Of course, I can go talk to the guy, but yes, I should try to escape. What if I use the smelly fish to wake up the guy sleeping here? Yeah, nothing to do here. Wooden coffer. There was nothing here. Okay, let's see the man. Okay, so I still don't have the key. Oh yeah, I opened this already. Hera. Okay, there's nothing he can do for me. Okay, I guess. I was wondering if I can like throw the fish in there or something. There still might be more to uncover down here, but for now you take heart in having helped the girl. You were much like her as a child. Checking each corner of glitter or flash, you might still uncover some treasure down here, or some gritty advice from the workers of food. There's no end to mystery in the underground. Okay, blah, blah. This is cool, like the options change after I been did something here and come back. Okay, maybe I can try to talk to the night watchman, whatever he's, pump house captain. Pump it up. Oh yeah, wait, there's actually some way here. Okay. If you insist on mucking down here, just be a charm and watch your step. Okay, so yeah, there's something there. I do recall seeing it, but then I forgot. Dumb me. Well, I am, role-playing as this dumb character, so I'm just, it's the right decision. Through the hall is a chorus of machinery, a torpid crank of some heavy clockwork, jittering of a telegraph, and the ever-present rumble of steam in the walls. Okay, the crown, the archway is fit, the glass door that's been left open. A control room for the pump house, no doubt. Let's just save on this one. Overwrite. Navy locker. Davy Jones locker. A wooden locker with steel dowels and bolts. Used to align the lid to the base and strengthen against droppings. And embossed with the seal of the senior service. Her Majesty's Naval Service. Not in plain sight, but surely it belongs to the engineer. Okay. This engineer. The machinery doesn't sleep, Tasha. Let me do my duties in peace. About 100 of valuables in the sewers. He has a grizzled face and a world-weary slump to his shoulders, yet there's still some spark in his eyes. I'd better make a decent impression out of the gate, or he mightn't spare me any time. So, yeah, immediately from the start. Is this like a weird expression? So, intimidating, frightening him to his core. You'll tell me what I need to know, or I'll cut you in half and string you up for all the sewers to see. Are you saying you're a swordsman? As it happens, I have a fear of sharp objects. That's right, mate. But I won't have to cut you if you answer my questions. Very subtle. Well, in that case, go right ahead. So the way out was the quickest way out of the sewers, apart from heading back up the tunnel, of course. I'd rather not say, quite busy at the moment, but you must know these passages inside out. Success. Yeah. Bloody Christ. Pump house says the only way out, but it's locked down for maintenance, but now I must get back to work. Is there no escape from the fates conspiring against me? Let's try to ask something else. Spit it out then. About the locker. So, what about that locker over there? It's nothing sacred. A man keeps a few personal items on hand. Golly, he might as well say he's keeping the crown jewels in there. Collection of royal ceremonial objects kept in the Tower of London. Yes. Not gonna succeed probably. Right, control panel. Meters and levers agleam in torchlight. How about crank handle? What can we do with this? Hey, it's like Anor Londo or something, Dark Souls. Wooden handle attached to a cylindrical crank. Does some heavy lifting this. Okay, try it. I wonder what it does. Let's give it a turn. No-go is catching someone in sprocket. Let's not break this, it might be important. Okay. right? So we can't even loot it. Let me ask, do you like living? Mother of Mount Olympus, what kind of question is that? Tallest mountain in Greece and the mythological home of the Greek gods. Yes, that's also where I fell from, you know. That's the hidden lore. The hidden adventure Argonaut lore that, you know, nobody knows. That's one way to get fellows' attention. Tell me what's in the barrel upstairs. Christ, hounds are running. Well, it's gin, really. 25 barrels a week. Sometimes all it takes is a flash of my cane sword. Now I see. What's your name, anyhow? John Seller. Atticus Daily. It's a pleasure. Should I tell him my name? Would you mind putting that blade away? Ha, don't doubt he has got to mouth off to me now. My mistake. I plumb forgot. Fancy a drink? I'll keep the bottles in the locker here. Fetch some while I finish these readings. Sounds like we're about to plunge in a pool of firewater. Strong liquor. Okay. Let's see if the firewater is like some, you know, poison stuff that's gonna knock us out. So let's see if the liquor is any good. So apparently chock full of bottles. Go and he offered you a drink. It'd be rude to refuse. It's packed to the gills. Wait, I could use a drink. Okay. So wait, are we gonna drink it? The sheer stench is muddling my thoughts and I need some clarity. Besides, a few sips with the engineer should get him talking. Okay, let's give him the booze. Have a drink. Greatest chain 2 removed from inventory. To your health, Teller. Okay, so here he's drinking with the cow. What do you think then? A flavor's ripe, a banquet for the senses. That's the spirit. Let's have a... Okay, I've had enough. Besides, I still need to find my way out of here. Well away from the stranger, if I can swing it. We're for peace then. Got this purity from a ramshackle distillery. So we're for peace, same of the kind, character qualities. Coppers keep busting them up before anyone can hone it down. So it's law enforcement, of course, copper. If I gush about the gin too much, then he might start yattering about the distillation process. Talking trivially often at length. Okay, it's beyond wonderful, only medicine that ever did me any good. Okay. I've been watching how the hounds are doing it. When it's work slow, the pump house captain and I have a couple of drinks and I marvel at the bats in the pump house. There's a dreamy glow in his eyes. With chin and gumption, I'd leave these dials to some other cove. Yeah, other man. Yeah, it's like other cove, like different place, but no, it's a man. If I had my own stills, I'd mix up liquor mothers I'd use to feed babes. A dream's only a dream till you follow it. You'll do it someday. The allure of ambition. Still, pride can make a man fiendish. Now then, wanna hear about the ladsman? So, criminal teaching children how to steal in exchange for a cut of profits and blah blah blah. He's referring to the quarrel down below. As it happens, I took care of him. Blood and thunder. Victory at sea. Bold of you to step in. Just a minute. You're not a copper snark, are ya? Police informant. He looks rather serious, like the chin is wearing off. Can't stand a copper. Glad to hear it. That crank up the stairs, what is for? Controls the water sluice, raising and lowering water down below, but that peaky bastard always jumps it up. Unpredictable bastard, okay. Good thing I won't need it until the pump house is operational again. Well, Mr. Teller, I kept you long enough. Don't tell anyone I gave you a free sample. So then should I push the crank? Crank call, hehehe. Okay, let's try the crank. So, wonder what it does. Okay, let's force it. Success. With a stripping of unseen threads, the handle snaps in its sprocket. It hangs there in flimsy dysfunction. It won't even budge now. The engineer won't fancy that. Good thing he didn't hear the noise. Okay. Wait, so what's... Then maybe it's... I don't know. Or let's see if it did something first. But you know, I don't want to break it just to be an asshole. How about the door down there? Like maybe it opened the door or something. Probably not, but let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. How about her? Thanks again, Mr. Daly. I stopped by your address when I gathered some information. Right. Then I let's reload that stuff. I don't really want to break it if I don't see any reason, or maybe something has. Wait, or could it be actually the fence above? Like, could it be that that has been shut off? Well, I don't think I have. Yeah, really anything. Then maybe I should go actually. Let's do that. Let's go break the crank and see if it actually turned off the. He didn't say it was the electric fence though, right? Let's just do it. Right. Oh, we got animal instinct 20. I guess that's something good. Vegas Lane is in my ears anymore. Okay, that's still on. Let's try to have a look. Okay, we succeed. Okay, so silk wrapped cables running in the switch box. That must be the power source. I'm no engineer, but I might be able to power down the fence from that switch box over to my left. Ah, there's the fixed switch box. Wait, switch box sounds like an unholy amalgamation between Nintendo and Microsoft making a console. So, okay, let's see. This is likely. This is very likely. Okay, so let's use the pry bar. Now we got blood, so wait. Well, let's see if we die. Can't be that hard to cut. Current. Pull the red wire, eh? So can't be that hard. So do we die? Okay, we just lost some hope. Let's try again. Let's see what's our. So our bile is like yellow, but it's like very low levels. Okay, so let's use animal instinct. Success. Right, let's back off. Save. Yes. Why not? Because it's not gonna be an easy check anyways. You're likely to fail. See? Let's try again. More saves coming. And I know I destroyed the wheel thingy now, the crank, but whatever. Maybe it, I don't know, prevents my enemies from pursuing me later on or something. So yeah, pull the red wire. I tear out the red fire, but nothing seems to happen. To come back with someone who knows circuitry. And that wasn't really useful. This is of course closed. Should I talk to this guy still? He's waiting with a cold stare and a hand on his flintlock. All done mucking about here? About time. But he knew none of that. The smell, most likely. None of your business where I've been. The problem is you are still on my trail. I don't give up easily. What might I have that he wants? My organs? Right then, you ruddy sight, let's get going. We need to you're battling on a full wicket. A full capacity phrase from the game of cricket. Shall I let him ragdoll me around East London? Okay, let's try. Not a chance. Fail. So I fail. So still a question of speed as dexterity. Makes pass for the flintlock revolver on his waist. Leaves too fast, he catches my wrist where the bones are delicate. To my elbow, opposite direction, I can only hope not to be crippled. You can shake me off, I'm not one of your debts. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. Let's get back to the crank then, because it's not there. The box didn't really help me either. What am I missing? Why can't I do stuff? Okay, yeah. So it just wants me to drink more. That does nothing. Pump house captain. Let's try to talk to him again. I don't think he had anything useful to say anymore. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Watch your step. And the chick. Oh yeah, that's the wooden barrel. I guess I should go have a look if there's something in the barrel that I can take, like a key or something. I don't know I can here, right? I don't really. Come on, let's go down, you idiot. You idiot. There's nothing here, really. I don't know. Well, maybe I should try next time on a, better state of mind, or like a fresh approach at this, because, and it is quite late around here. Like I started off the stream much later than usual, so maybe I should just try to solve this puzzle, because I do want to try to escape. Like, of course I could try to fight the guy and perhaps succeed, but sort of the escape seems like the, I don't know, proper way to do it. So get out of the game, I mean. So I am Adventure Argonaut, and I thank you for watching. And well, this game, I do like the Victorian, very English feel of it so far. Of course, you know, being stuck sucks right now, but hey, maybe it's my fault. So anyways, bye bye.